Hey guys, Channel OP here. I'm Nico,
And I'm King.
and we're the Opinionated Pirates. So today we're doing another segment of One Hit Manga, where we take the first volume of a manga and decide whether it's a treasure worth following, or if you're to walk the plank because it's just that bad. So, with that, what book are we starting off our journey today?
Well, today we'll be talking about Komi Can't Communicate. Komi Can't Communicate is about a girl named Komi who's super popular at school. Everyone idolizes her, but she has an issue. She can't talk to a single person without getting so embarrassed that she freezes up. So, Komi's goal in the book is to get 100 friends. She just wants a whole bunch of friends because she feels like she can never have one. Or because she has so much issues trying to talk to somebody. Her first friend that she meets up is Tadano.
Tadano.
Tadano is a kid who started, and he just started off on the wrong foot for the entire class. He tries to go in, introduce himself, he's trying to lay low, and immediately he puts a target on his back just because he sat next to the idol of the class, Komi. Eventually, they become friends, they start talking, and he helps her starts talking to other people and start making more friends. The next friend that's introduced is Osana, who's super popular, very friendly person, who's really out there and just has a whole bunch of friends. So why not go talk to the expert when it comes down to it? Later on in the book, they meet up with her third friend, Agari. Agari is a very shy and nervous person. I mean, right away when you see her, she obviously has issues just trying to present anything in front of people or without getting super embarrassed. But she can at least finish the sentence. She'll just die in a blush heat. So, we both read this book. What did you think about it? What were your highlights of it? What did you think about the characters?
I thought it was pretty interesting. I like seeing the interaction when you have almost your soul main character is just like a complete mute. Mm-hmm. So I really liked how Tadano really kind of goes the extra mile in the first time to actually communicate, saying that I can't use spoken words, but I can write things down. It was really cool to see that, knowing that I've seen around people that are introverts that don't like speaking like that. So it's nice to see someone take the extra mile. I'm like, I see you're struggling to communicate. I know you want to, so I'm gonna modify how I use whatever language I use to open up to you. Yeah. So it's real nice, and then the comedy is pretty funny. I enjoyed it.
It's one of those where you can kind of relate at times because it's a little really exaggerated, but it's like, man, I felt like this. But when you were talking about the talking, it was really interesting to see how they went about doing it. It was just so wholesome because one of them just started talking. She was like, I'm going to leave. I can't stay here. And he just started writing on the chalkboard. And then they had this massive conversation on the chalkboard, and it was interesting to see their thought process and everything.
Yeah, so it was cool. It was really nice to see how the manga that started off with, and as it brings in these other characters who are now slowly, I guess, getting to, or they're kind of seeing how Komi is, so they're wanting to work with her to be her friend as well. And then you have the one that's really popular, Osana, who, male or female, we don't know. They kind of, I guess, kind of part of the banter, the playful banter with their character is you don't really know when it's asked you this, I might be, or might be this. But anyway, it's really cool to see her trying, or them.
Well, she identifies as a girl in the book so far.
Okay, yeah.
It was just more of hey, I'm a girl, and it's wait, weren't you a boy last year? It's no, it wasn't.
yeah, okay, there you go. So I guess as of now, it was cool to see her divide these little steps for Komi, to kind of open up. So I personally like the one where she had to go do the errand.
Oh, the one that drink. That was the most.
But I mean, there's quite a few little standout moments in the book that kind of show those little tasks they give her.
I really like that scene in particular because of just such a hard glare that she has when she freezes up. The baristas all oh my god, all my years of training have taught me just to know this one instance. I know exactly what you what you want.
And then he gets it wrong.
And then just pulls out this amazing chocolate, just sugary drink. And then instead of her saying no, this isn't it, she's I'll take it, thank you. Just, this is it. Just comes back. because she couldn't even say no. She couldn't even say like,
yeah, they even like apologized to her later on. Like, oh, sorry, you understand it was so hard for you to do that. But yeah, like I'm enjoying it so far. It does seem like it's one of those series that might be like pretty heavy on the character interactions.
Oh yeah.
So as you said, like the plot's very basic, so it's really going to depend on those characters and how they interact with each other to make it enjoyable. And with her trying to make 100 friends, knows we might see 100 or.
And each character is so unique, or they have such they have such a character. The whole school itself is just based on. It's an elite school for so out there type personalities. So these personalities are really strong for what they are. But speaking of strong personalities, Agari.
Oh yeah, she was. I don't know. What was your before I give my take? What was your take on that character?
At first, I was like, okay, cool. She's just super shy, super cute, and just doesn't want anything to do with her. And when we actually get introduced to the character way later on, wasn't expecting that. It just went into the point of like, I won't be her friend. I'll be her dog.
Yeah, that was like, whoa. I was like, okay, I didn't see that coming.
No.
For me, I guess I'll lead this into like what my dislikes were for it. And that like I don't think it's done, at least with Agari, the way she presented that way. I don't think it was too crazy.
No.
But I'm hoping that as this series goes on, it doesn't kind of like each character is just like one one-dimensional character.
Yeah.
Where they kind of just hone in that one personality and they don't develop them.
I'm kind of hoping that since Komi's trying to evolve and kind of get past her stuff, and then you can kind of even see that with Asana as she kind of kept going by.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping that every character that gets involved with this, they slowly become like such a out there personality until like, okay, maybe they can die down a bit and be like, hey, I may not be a dog. Let's be friends. They actually develop into an actual character instead of just that one trait that they have.
I mean, it did show development. Like, it even showed Komi when she made her phone call. She actually spoke through the phone, but she was all excited and, embarrassed about it. So they are showing at least the two main characters. It's showing their development as, like, growing off of each other. And, like, it's the first volume, but I'm just hoping that for them to pick that kind of personality and just, like, full force throw it out there. I don't know what audience you're catering to, as in, like, oh yeah, just, like, comedic, funny interactions, yay, and no real development, dumb comedy kind of thing. Because I like seeing Komi grow, so I would like to see like all of them grow together as like a unit as she makes these new friends.
Asana is great of how she's kind of going about, especially with how Asana originally thought like, hey, I'll be friends with everybody except Komi, and the reason why was just because they thought Komi, it was another one. It was just like the glare was so intense that Asana was just like, she hates me. I can't get by. And it's just like never any words said or anything, just assumed. And just how intense the glare was.
Just that like small like misunderstanding. And she's able to like move past that and stuff.
Yeah, and then slowly was just like, okay, this is okay. And then slowly trying to work into that as well and trying to help with the friendship there. It's going to be interesting to see how it continues, especially with the extra characters coming in, I'm assuming, out of 96 more? 97 more?
Yeah, like in the series, from my understanding, it's still going.
We're on 1, and I think they just came out with volume 12 or 13.
Yeah, I think so. So apparently it's pretty good. It's still going. But I mean, honestly, like I said, that's really the only dislike I had for it. But it's really not anything like big as of right now for me, at least. Was there, aside from what I had put, because I know we both kind of felt the same on that one a little bit.
Yeah.
Were there any others for you?
Not so much. I really like the cute interactions and just the wholesome of a lot of things. When you see a book like this, you automatically assume it's like, oh, we got a male lead, we got a female lead. They're just going to slowly like each other and just fall for each other. And it's like, I'm happy that doesn't seem the case so far. It's just more of like friends trying to help friends. So I'm really happy on how that works. Especially when you see like growth, like when you were saying with the phone. When you just see Komi like sitting there practicing, talking on the phone and just texting and just like, I finally have a phone. I finally could do something and talk to people, even though she doesn't.
Yeah.
She's just like she's so happy, and it's great to see all that. Like just to see how these characters are growing and how happy they are going about it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how that goes. But you're right, we did have the same view when it came down to Agari and how her character came out to just be like, I'm the dog, and then just wanted to be lower than dirt constantly. It was kind of
so I felt it's like off-putting, like it was real jarring.
Yeah.
Because I know Asana's kind of out there, but I guess, I don't know, for me, when I see that type of character in the series, I'm just like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But like I said, it's the first volume, and I still want to see what happens with it, so I'll definitely be checking up or continuing with the series and see what happens.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty sure you'll probably do the same.
Yeah.
So definitely recommend.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like those, it's very comedic, it's very lighthearted, it's fun if anything. So I say definitely it's worth checking out. I would probably give, as of just right now, to see how those characters go, I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5.
I'd probably do the same, but just because I know based on how they said the elite of like awkward personalities, I'm assuming we may see even worse, we may see better, but I'm hoping that, I'll probably give it a 4 out of 5 as well, just because that one character, it really made those last couple chapters like really awkward to read.
Yeah, especially with everything that preceded it. So
yeah,
like I said, once they bring in these other personalities, kind of see if they all like, what's the word, like balance each other.
Yeah.
Out and stuff. But yeah, I'm excited. Well, guys, looks like our voyage has come to an end. Thank you for joining us on this voyage as we take a look at this pretty exciting book, Komi Can't Communicate. If you liked our discussion, then hit that like button down below. Let us know that you thoroughly enjoyed just listening to us talk about it for minutes on end. If you want to join the OP crew, then hit that subscribe button down below. Stay up to date with all our content. And then if you want our videos immediately when they get put out, then hit that red subscribe bell up at the top. So with that, again, thank you for joining us. And I'm Nico.
And I'm King.
Sailing off.